Many residents here in this Clayton County community say they're still trying to heal and pick up the pieces after a series of tornadoes touched down and ripped through homes, causing major damage and devastating families. Now the people who live here say they're depending on one another and their faith to get them through.
It was nothing but God protected me.
Monique Jordan says she's thankful to be alive after she and her 7-year-old son survived Mother Nature's fury.
It felt like a movie, like the house is flashing with lightning, there's wind, there's glass.
Monique says the storm knocked out power in the neighborhood, shattered windows, then ripped off nearly the entire back of the home. Monique says she then walked barefoot through the dark, glass-covered house, trying desperately to get to her son, who was sleeping in this back bedroom.
I wrap the comforter around my head. I run to the other side of the house. When I open the door, my son is holding on to the nightstand with his legs flying out the back of the house. There's no wall, there's nothing. There's lightning, there's rain. I can see objects flying like past the house, past him. And so when he reached for me, I just grabbed him and pulled him as hard as I could, and then I wrapped him in the comforter.
The two communities hardest hit in Clayton County were Catherine Village and Stagecoach Village, both in Ellenwood.
We're just cleaning up, moving all our stuff out the house because my mom says it's not livable.
Members of the Williams family crowded into their SUV after being told their home was uninhabitable. Their mother says the tornado caused the roof of her home to completely lift off, then slam back down. The family describes a scary scene as they headed to the bathroom to take cover.
I was just praying that all of us was going to get through it, and while we was in that bathroom, the bathroom would keep us safe and walls don't crash down on us.
It's just kind of like, wow, that's my house. You know, you think of things, you think of how it would feel to be homeless and how long it takes. You know, they say you're a check away from being homeless. I was a tornado away from being homeless. I mean, I'm technically homeless until my home is rebuilt.
Residents say the outpouring of support from community members and local agencies has been tremendous.
This is bad, and it's devastating for all the residents and people involved, their families, but it's not near as bad as it could have been. And we've seen it where it's come in and just completely leveled whole areas. And thankfully this wasn't the case, and hopefully this will be a fast recovery for all the residents here.
The Williams family says even though the tornado left them homeless, they still feel that God protected them and can still see a blessing in the midst of the storm.
I'm just glad that in our neighborhood we didn't have any deaths. No one in our neighborhood passed away. A couple of people had to be saved, but nobody was dead. No broken bones. No one had to be rushed off to the hospitals.
Even though several local agencies are providing disaster relief, some people say they're still relying on their family members and church members for support. Reporting in Clayton County, I'm Lisa Haynes, AIB News. Before her acting career took off, Cassie Davis came here to Spelman College to pursue a degree in music. And 21 years later, she's accomplishing that goal. It's a moment actress Cassandra Davis has waited 21 years for.
Cassandra Denise Davis.
And as she walked across the stage to receive her degree, the audience erupted in applause. But it's not just because Cassandra Davis is a well-known actress. It's also because of her unique story, that since she first enrolled at Spelman College more than 2 decades ago, she's finally a graduate. Cassandra, or Cassie as she's called, is best known for her comedic characters in Tyler Perry's films, plays, and the sitcom House of Pain.
No. No? Don't do that for her.
Why?
Do you want to keep her?
I thought you liked it.
Calvin, do not perform that for her.
A few days before her graduation, she sat down with me in the auditorium at Spelman College for a one-on-one interview. But before she would utter a word about her story, she started with a prayer.
Let this be true and worship for you, God, totally. I just love you. I'm just so grateful for everything that you're doing, God.
Cassie says she's thankful to God for all the blessings and opportunities He has afforded her. But even though she's successful with her acting, she felt something was missing.
I felt incomplete without my degree. I started out as a student here 25 years ago. And so to go and become a part of House of Pain and all of the other things that God has afforded me to become a part of, that initial thing was not complete.
Cassie came to Atlanta from her small hometown of Holly Springs, Mississippi, as a young woman in pursuit of a degree in music. But the program was a lot more involved than she expected.
I came here to be a profound gospel singer. That's what I thought. But I did not know that there was a major entity once you come to this higher level of education.
And when things didn't go quite as Cassie expected, she decided to call it quits and left Spelman in 1988.
And things did not go my way, and so I rebelled. And I left Spelman College with only 1 hour to graduate.
Then in 2006, when Tyler Perry's House of Pain was being filmed in Atlanta, Cassie realized that she wanted to finish college. Not only was it important to her, she wanted to do so for her family who sacrificed so she could get an education. She says she knows her father, who passed away, would be very happy.
Because my dad and I were just like that. This whole thing would be so special to my dad. Me coming back, graduating.
But you know he would be proud of you.
Are you kidding me? He would be, he would, his word, he would be tickled pink.
In order to complete her music degree program, Cassie only needed 1 more hour of education consisting of a senior recital, which is similar to a final exam. So she headed back to Spelman to make it all happen.
And they have just embraced me. The class of '09 has embraced me. And my class of '88, they've been calling and contacting me. And just Spelman at large, this place is just the best.
Cassie says education has always been important to her family.
Hearing my mother, who is up in age, still educating young people, still in the school system teaching, giving herself undyingly for education. It's just what I'm from.
She says she feels very blessed for the opportunity to work with Tyler Perry.
I learned this from Mr. Perry. The first week of rehearsals for Medea Goes to Jail. And he said, I walked up to him and I was saying, excuse me, Mr. Perry, you've been giving everybody notes, and you never call my name, you never say anything to me, you never, nothing. You just look over me the whole rehearsal. You're not saying anything to me. And he says, okay. And I said, so I just want to know, do I have any notes? He said, well, your note is that I don't have any notes for you. And if I don't call your name, and I don't say anything to you, then continue to create and continue to do what you're doing. And so I found that to be a major compliment. And and when I am not doing what he wants, he'll let me know. So he does value, I think, my innocence and the truth that I bring. And I think he just likes me as a person, and sometimes he just wants me around.
Oh. Cassie Davis says she looks forward to continuing her career as an actress, and she looks forward to continuing to inspire young people about the importance of education. Reporting from Spelman College, I'm Lisa Haynes, AIB News.